throw my body off, depending on which side it's on, because my head is messed up. So we got a lot of messed up heads, so naturally the body is going to be messed up. So in order to get to the root, first of all, the church got to repent.
All right.
The scripture said, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, pray, seek my face, and turn. That's what we don't want to do. We'll pray, we'll seek the face of the Lord, but ain't nobody turning. Ain't nobody turning. Because they comfortable.
Because they've been eating out that plate so long.
Right.
They love what they're eating.
Right.
But they don't want to push the plate back.
And it becomes a cultural norm. It's just like if I go into certain areas of the country, I can't go in there and eat what I want to eat. I try to make them eat what I eat because their cultural norm says we don't eat that.
That's it.
But that's just like you taking a juice of pork. They ain't gonna eat that because that's not part of their custom. So we've lived counterfeit lives so long. We've worn the mask that grins and lies and hides our cheeks and shades our eyes till it's become a part of life to us. So now what should have been something that pushes me, what this thorn that I'm possessing should have been drawing me closer to God so I could get right. It begins to like, I just get comfortable. Well, I like this, so I'm going to keep on doing it. And what happens is everybody around you is jacked up because you jacked up. And then we got a church full of hypocrites. That's what happens. We have a church full of people who profess holiness but live hellishly. And then we put the children out. When they start, actually what happens is they start acting out what you doing behind closed doors. Whenever you do not correct, whenever you don't correct your situation, you start breeding what you are.
Let him use you.
Everything that is birthed after its kind. You don't see cows having horses.
And it flows.
Free people can help other people be free. But if I'm in bondage, I can't help you be free. Right. I'm back up. And then what we do is we create mega ministries, sometimes not even mega ministries, small ministries. But we put everybody in bondage because we don't want them to catch us doing what we doing. So we tell you, you better be at home by 9:30. But at 12 o'clock, I'm creeping. Midnight rambling before they creeping.
I want you to look like me, but when you start acting different, we got a problem.
Okay.
So when your children come in, they start rebellion and becoming disobedient. Actually, they're doing just what's in you.
Right.
But you covered yours up.
Exactly.
So now they're exposing theirs,
right.
And now you got a major problem.
Scripture reference. We reflect on Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas. We see here, we have a leader that's righteous. But we have his sons, the underleaders, the underpriests. They not the high priest, but they next in command. They are doing everything imaginable in the temple. What happens is they cause all of Israel to be destroyed. And the bad thing about it is they try to bring the Lord into the midst of their midst.
All right now. All right.
Yes. So we have the people of God that are fighting battles, first of all, that are not ordained by God. But they occur because we are thrown into stuff by leaders who are contaminated. Yes. So we have to try to cast demons out of folks that came through the ranks. The demons were not in the people when they got to the church, but they were imparted by the leadership of the house. So as we look at the scripture, we see Eli over here, but the ministers are sleeping with the women in the church. The Bible says that they met them at the gate of the temple. And so we find that the Philistines are encamped against Israel. They're getting ready to go to battle. So they go in there and they go to war, which is what the church is doing. We're trying to fight a spiritual warfare on the devil's turf, but God ain't got our backs. Because we operate in unrighteousness. So the Bible says that they are going in, they're trying to fight, and they're being defeated. So they bring the Ark of the Covenant, which represents the presence of God, into the midst of the camp. The Bible says Israel shouts with a great shout, so that the Philistines, they get afraid. Fear is in the camp. And then one of the people say, let's act like men. We're going to fight them anyway. So they go in and try to fight the battle, but the presence of the Lord is left. Because the priests, because the people of God, because the leadership of the house allow sin in the ranks. We're not talking about laity now. We're talking about the preachers. We're talking about pastors, evangelists, teachers, apostles, the people that are supposed to be in leadership. But we want to cast judgment on all the young people.